The sun was hot, the air was dusty. It was a typical day in Rampur. Chunnu Bhaiya sat proudly on his JCB. He loved his JCB. It was old, rusty, but strong. Like Chunnu Bhaiya.
Chal Mary Jaan, he would say, patting the steering wheel.
The JCB rumbled to life. Chunnu Bhaiya was the best JCB operator in Rampur. He could move mountains, or at least piles of mud. One day a big truck arrived in Rampur. It was carrying something strange and shiny. The villagers gathered around, curious.
What is that? They whispered. It looks like a spaceship, said one. Maybe it's a giant robot, said another.
Chunnu Bhaiya just shook his head.
Newfangled nonsense, he muttered.
The truck opened with a hiss. Out rolled a brand new JCB. But this was no ordinary JCB, this was the JCB 9000 Ultra Pro Max AI. It was sleek, silver, and covered in blinking lights.
Greetings, I'm the JCB 9000 Ultra Pro Max AI, here to revolutionize construction.
The villagers were amazed. Chunnu Bhaiya just scoffed.
Revolutionize this, he said, pointing at the JCB 9000.
The JCB 9000 could dig faster, lift heavier loads, and even make chai. It had GPS, Wi-Fi, and a voice assistant that spoke 100 languages. Well, almost. It struggled with Rampuri. When a villager asked it to dig a kata, the JCB 9000 replied,
I'm sorry, I don't understand kada. Do you mean stand?
Everyone laughed. Chunnu Bhaiya laughed the loudest. The JCB 9000 tried its best. It dug trenches in straight lines, it moved boulders with precision, but it couldn't understand Chunnu Bhaiya's instructions.
Are thoda idar, thoda udar, he would shout, waving his hands.
The JCB 9000 would just beep in confusion. One day, Chunnu Bhaiya asked it to clear a path for the village bullock cart race.
Make it nice and bumpy, he said, winking.
The JCB 9000, programmed for smooth surfaces, flattened the entire path. The villagers were furious. One afternoon, a little boy was playing near the JCB 9000. He pressed a button on the control panel. Suddenly, the JCB 9000 sprang to life. It started digging uncontrollably.
Help! Cried the boy.
Chunnu Bhaiya rushed to the rescue. He jumped onto the JCB 9000 and, using his years of experience, managed to shut it down. The villagers cheered. Chunnu Bhaiya was their hero. Even the JCB 9000 seemed impressed. Chunnu Bhaiya realized the JCB 9000 wasn't so bad after all. It just needed a little guidance. He started teaching it the local language.
Kata means hole, not stand, he explained patiently.
He taught it about bullock cart races and bumpy roads. The JCB 9000 was a quick learner. Soon, it was speaking Rampuri like a native. The villagers were amazed. One day, Chunnu Bhaiya and the JCB 9000 were working together. They were digging a new well for the village.
Dig deeper, instructed Chunnu Bhaiya.
The JCB 9000 obeyed. Suddenly, the ground gave way. A terrible stench filled the air. They had accidentally dug up the village toilet tank. The villagers came running, only to be greeted by the horrible smell. Everyone, including Chunnu Bhaiya and the JCB 9000, ran for their lives.